Startups aim to fill a gap in the market through the use of innovative ideas and business models. The key difference from traditional businesses is that startups create solutions that haven't been offered before and can service a large number of customers. To put that in a biological perspective, it's like a new species evolving to exploit an available niche and having a population explosion. Although evolution takes a lot longer. But like in biology, attempting a brand new strategy over one that's tried and true can be risky. On the other hand, because other businesses follow traditional models and offer established products and services, they are generally a lot more stable than a startup, and the risk of failure is lower. This means that the first stages of a startup's life are key to its success. And this is one of the key differences between a startup and a business. Startups typically build their product through rapid cycles of development called rapid iteration. Startups create a minimal viable product to quickly test in the market, measure the response the customers have to the product, and then compile that information to create a new and better product. This is called the build, measure, learn loop. Because startups iterate so quickly, they can quickly learn how customers respond to a product and create something they really want. Another key difference between businesses and startups is in their growth models. Businesses are usually limited in their potential growth because the business size limits the number of customers it can service. But the potential market size and opportunity for growth for startups is much larger because startups can service multiple customers with a single product. This allows startups to take advantage of huge markets by quickly expanding to grow very quickly with their new idea. Think of a traditional accountant versus the startup Xero. But startups are rarely profitable for the first decade of their lifespan because they are still figuring out the product they are trying to sell and figuring out how to approach the market. This is why startups often look for investment to get them past the valley of death, and investors look for ideas that have the potential for huge growth once that product market fit has been determined. For example, Uber was highly innovative and has changed the transport market. What makes Uber a startup is that it disrupted the taxi industry by coming up with an entirely new business model for personal transport. By taking advantage of all the existing cars on the road, that is, drivers, and connecting them easily with potential customers in a new way, through an app. The key is that Uber can do this using the same technology all over the world, reaching a huge market. Once the startup has grown very large, it is no longer considered a startup, because the core concept of rapid iteration is much more difficult to perform. Now it's considered a business, with a more traditional profit structure, even if they aren't profitable yet. Once successful, other startups may enter the space to compete for the large market share. For example, once the startup Uber became a successful business, other ride-sharing businesses appeared. Now the ride-sharing market can be disrupted again by a new startup, perhaps one using scooters, bikes, or any other crazy idea the market may look for. And although the potential for success may be high in these new ventures, 9 out of 10 startups will fail for various reasons. But it's the potential for success that drives entrepreneurs to try and create a new successful startup, and drives investors to invest in these risky ventures.